I know there's frustrations within the membership, okay? I certainly think that we've improved the responses to requests, fundraisers, promotions, and so on. I've taken a personal interest in those. And it's important that if a unit has a request, that they get a response, and it not me a month later, okay? If that's an issue, and you're not getting a response, that's what the group commander is there for. Okay? The group commander has a direct line to Colonel Garcia and I, and we will address the issue. Okay? So yes, if it's a personnel action and it goes to personnel and it's a month and someone's not promoted, especially nowadays with the online promotion system, professional development system, it shouldn't take more than a couple of days. Okay? Certainly, it's a volunteer organization, so people go on vacation, are not here, and so on, but we should not have a single point of failure. Okay, so if that person's not there, there should be an assistant or an alternate person that can approve it. And we're working on that. Lack of activities, of meaningful activities. That's what's important. You know, the cadet program is different than the seniors. We all joined this organization because we want to give back to the community. It's a volunteer organization. We're not made to be here. We don't have to be here. Any of you can get up right now and leave, and there's nothing I can do. Okay? So our job, my job as the wing commander, is to help the groups and the squadrons enhance and provide a good experience to the members that we do have. Cadet program and senior programs are two different programs. Been in both of them. The cadet program is very structured on what they do, promotions, activities, events. Seniors is a little bit different, and each squadron is different. So what happens in Sarasota is not necessarily what happens in Gainesville or Jacksonville. And so there are all these little regional aspects to the program, and that's okay. Each squadron has its own personality, okay? And we need to understand that. So I know there's frustrations, long-coming frustrations, all right? So I'm not going to look for excuses for what those are. But what I'm willing to do is to work with the units, with the group commanders, with the wing staff, to make it better in the areas that we can make it better. Some things are simply not under our control. As Major Doan said earlier, you know, the self-assessments and the SUIs, it's a program. What it is now can be cumbersome. It's very cumbersome. Now the Air Force, because it's an Air Force mandated program, they've come into, there's a lot of information based on what we've told them that why are we coming, you have 40 questions for cadet programs. Half of this stuff you can pull from e-services. Why are you asking me this question? Are you appointed? Look on e-services. It says I'm appointed. So they're getting away from that, and the burden is falling on the inspector to go. There's a guide for the unit, and there's a burden for the inspector. They can pull a lot of this information. Okay? It doesn't mean that if someone's not appointed, that it's not an area of concern. It will be. But when they show up to your unit, of the 20 questions, 18 have been answered. A lot of it, it's a quick check. So your inspection should be 2 hours at the most, 2-3 hours, versus an entire day. Okay? So those are things that we're looking as an organization as a whole.